Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today, Circle Capital Corp II just filed an 8K announcing a business combination, and I am seeing a huge shift in their strategy. Quick note, this is not financial advice, just my take on public filings for educational purposes. The big news is they are merging with Elroy Air, a company involved in advanced aviation. And it looks like a massive vote of confidence from investors, but there are some key details to understand. So what we have here is a report from Circle Capital Corp II, a company that is essentially a special purpose acquisition company, or SPAC. These companies are created to merge with another existing company to take it public. Think of it as a shortcut to the stock market. The date here is the 26th of June 2026, and that is when Circle Capital Corp II officially signed an agreement to combine with Elroy Air. Elroy Air is a company focused on developing air cargo drone technology, which is a pretty exciting and futuristic industry. This document details the business combination agreement, which is the official contract between Circle Capital II and Elroy Air. It lays out all the terms and conditions for this merger. Circle Capital II will soon be renamed Inflection Point Acquisition Corp, the I. And then after the merger, the combined company will actually be named Elroy Air, Inc. This shows Elroy Air is really the driving force and the main business here. Before all this happens, Circle Capital II, which is registered in the Cayman Islands, will change its legal home to Delaware. This is called Domestication, and it is a pretty common step for SPACs to make their legal structure simpler and more aligned with us business practices. Now, let's get to the money part. How does this combination actually work, and what do people get out of it? The core of the deal is that Elroy Air will merge with the subsidiary of Circle Capital II. In exchange for their shares, Elroy Air's owners will receive shares in the new publicly traded company. Something important to note is that Elroy Air has also entered into what are called pre-funded SPAs, or Securities Purchase Agreements. This means they've already secured about $78.4 million in funding through convertible notes and warrants. Investors in this deal are essentially pre-funding Elroy Air before it even merges. This is a significant amount of money that shows confidence in Elroy Air's future. The total value for Elroy Air shareholders in this merger is tied to a figure of $800 million. This is what the deal is basically valued at. However, the exact number of shares that Elroy Air shareholders will receive depends on how many public shareholders of Circle Capital II decide to redeem their shares. This is a standard SPAC mechanic where public investors can choose to get their money back instead of participating in the combined company. So, if a lot of shareholders redeem their shares, it could affect the final exchange ratio for Elroy Air's owners. It is a bit of a balancing act to make sure everyone gets fair value. Now, for something really interesting, the earnout. This is a common feature in these types of deals where the sellers of Elroy Air can earn additional shares based on the company's future performance. There are 3 tranches of up to 11 million additional shares of Elroy Air common stock. The first 2 tranches are triggered if the stock price hits $15 and then $20 for a certain period. The third and largest tranche of 5 million shares is tied to Elroy Air hitting $50 million in organic revenue over a 2-quarter period by June 2028. This gives Elroy Air's leadership a strong incentive to perform and grow the business quickly. Looking at who will be in charge, the new board of directors for the combined company, which will be called New Elroy Air, will have 7 members. 1 will be appointed by the current CEO of Inflection Point, and the rest will be chosen by Elroy Air. This means Elroy Air will have significant control over the future direction of the company. Like any merger, there are conditions that need to be met before this deal is finalized. These include getting approval from both sets of shareholders, making sure all necessary regulatory filings are in order, and securing a listing on the Nasdaq stock exchange. These are pretty standard hurdles for SPAC mergers. The agreement can be terminated under certain circumstances. If the deal is not closed by the 26th of June of next year, 2027, either party can walk away. Also, if Circle Capital II's shareholders don't approve the deal, it falls apart. This gives a clear timeline and some safety nets for both sides. This part is crucial. The sponsor, which is basically the founding entity of Circle Capital II, has agreed to vote in favor of this merger. This is important because it signals strong support from the insiders and helps ensure shareholder approval. They are also agreeing not to sell their shares for a period after the merger, which is another good sign. Similarly, the major shareholders of Elroy Air are also agreeing to vote in favor of the deal. This shows a unified front and reinforces the idea that the stakeholders believe in this combination. These agreements mean that certain key shareholders, including the sponsor and Elroy Air's significant equity holders, will not be able to sell their shares for a period after the merger. Typically, this lockup period is 6 months. This is designed to prevent a flood of selling pressure that could drive down the stock price immediately after the merger. This is a very important financial piece. In connection with this merger, there is a PIPE investment, which stands for Private Investment in Public Equity. A specific investor, the series of preferred stock investor, is putting in $100 million in exchange for preferred stock and warrants in the new Elroy Air company. This provides critical funding to Elroy Air as it goes public. The preferred stock has a stated value of $12 per share and comes with a 12% annual dividend which can be paid in cash or stock. This shows that institutional investors are comfortable with the valuation and the future prospects of Elroy Air. The terms of this preferred stock are quite detailed, including liquidation preferences, protective provisions that give these investors a say in major company decisions, and conversion rights to common stock. They also have put rights, meaning they can demand their money back after 5 years, and call rights, where the company can redeem the shares under certain conditions and at various premium levels over time. This structure protects the investor while also giving Elroy Air flexibility. This section mostly refers back to the previous points about the pre-funded SPAs and the series of preferred stock investment. It basically confirms that equity securities are being issued and that some of these issuances are being done under exemptions that don't require full registration with the SEC, which is common for private placements and PIPE deals. This is where we see some significant leadership changes at Columbus Circle Capital II itself. Preparing for the merger, Gary Quinn, who was chairman and CEO, has stepped down. Michael Blitzer, who has a lot of experience with SPACs and is affiliated with Inflection Point Asset Management, is now the chairman. Kevin Shannon, also from Inflection Point Asset Management, has been appointed as the new Chief Executive Officer. This signals a new era and a management team with a strong background in navigating these types of transactions and potentially in the aerospace or technology sectors. The document also details their extensive resumes, highlighting their experience with other SPACs and investment firms like Kingstown Capital. It is clear they are bringing a lot of strategic firepower to Elroy Air. This is the exhibit list, essentially pointing to all the other documents that make up this filing. It shows the agreements like the business combination agreement, sponsor agreements, and warrant forms. These are the legal building blocks of the entire deal. So, looking at this filing, the main story is the merger of Columbus Circle Capital II with Elroy Air. Elroy Air is operating in a cutting-edge field with significant potential. The generous earnout structure and the substantial PIPE investment suggest that sophisticated investors see a bright future for Elroy Air. The leadership changes at Columbus Circle Capital II are also a clear indication that they are positioning the combined entity for growth under experienced management. My biggest concern is the reliance on share price performance for the earnout targets and the potential dilution from the PIPE and convertible notes if not managed carefully. The real test will be Elroy Air's ability to execute its business plan and scale its drone technology in a regulated market. What I am actually looking for is how this new management team navigates the complexities of drone operations and regulatory approvals in the coming years. Oh, and the research tools I actually use are linked in the description. They help keep this channel going. That is my take. Stay decoded. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description.